Alright, hello everybody, this is Zaxtor99. In this video, guys, I want to go ahead and show you a new game that I just bought called AddForce. It just launched today by Attila Vites, I don't know. And this game, it says in the write-up or description, is a teeny adventure where you go into a mini solar system and your task is to fight turrets placed on different planets. The movement of the astronaut and the planets is all relying on a physics engine, so you might have difficulty hitting your targets. And boy, that is not a lie. This game is not easy, at least so far in my first 10 or 12 minutes. 0.2 hours is 12 minutes. So I want to go ahead and show you guys this game. It's only 99 cents, guys, and the biggest reason I bought this game right here is he says this is his first game to ever be launched, and so I kind of know the feeling myself, having recently launched my first game on Steam with Rock and Roll. He said he tried to set an appropriate price, but there's still room for improvement. I think his price is more than fair, especially after playing the game for a few minutes. So basically, we just got to avoid crashing on the planets, because that can cost us a lot of hit points. And we start off with so many rockets and so much fuel to fly around. And you get more fuel and more rockets by destroying the turrets. So every planet has its own gravity field and density and everything like that. And if you're standing on the planet, you won't fall off. So it's a little bit tricky to get the hang of this game, but definitely one of the most unique games I think I've ever played in my life. And for being one of the truly most unique games, and I really feel like this is not an asset flip, this game deserves 99 cents for sure. If this game looks interesting to you guys, I would definitely go out and support this guy and buy it. But let's let you guys take a look for yourself and watch some of me getting frustrated at trying to shoot these damn turrets. And we'll be back right after this. Alright guys, welcome back to AddForce is the name of the game. When we come in, you have play, you have settings, you can change the number of planets, the mouse sensitivity, the volume of the music and the sound effects. Let's go ahead and turn the sound effects up a little bit here and turn the volume down a little bit. Because if I blow up a turret, I definitely want to hear it. So we're going to go ahead and go with a standard 20 planets. That's fine right now. And we're going to go ahead and jump in. Also, increasing the number of planets might also affect your performance on your computer. So be aware of that. So the first thing you want to notice, guys, every time you play this game, it's going to be completely random. So you're going to have a random assortment of different planets in different densities and gravity fields and all that kind of stuff. And they're going to be laid out differently. And you're going to start off on a planet. I really don't know this astronaut, like, I don't know if what that is, that image of an astronaut. But you can see me right here. I'm on the planet, and this trail here kind of shows you where you've been. So you're going to start off on a planet. It's going to show you your speed at the bottom, how many meters per second you're traveling. And you can turn on and off different options at the top with F1 for help, F2, F3 for rockets. Like if I wanted to turn off this trail, I could do that with F4. Okay, but I think it looks cool, so I'm going to leave it. So there is what we're looking for, one of these turrets right here. So to fire a rocket, as you see, I have 240 rockets and 100 fuel up in the upper right. I am running out of oxygen, however, up in the upper left, and it shows me how much health I have. So to ways you can lose health is like crashing into a planet or getting blown up by a turret. So if I hit my left mouse button, it doesn't do anything right now. To shoot a rocket, you actually have to launch off the ground a little bit. So you can hit space and you can launch a rocket, okay? Notice I can't do it while I'm on the ground. I'm spamming my mouse button right now. It doesn't do anything, okay? So one thing you can do is you can try to get off of the gravity of the planet, but some planets are going to have a really high gravity, think Earth, and you're not going to just be able to jump and start floating off into space. So to do that, you're going to need to go ahead and spam. While you're holding a direction, you're going to want to go ahead and spam your space button and keep spamming it, and you should be able to get off the planet. Especially if you hold W to move forward. And if you do it long enough, you will jump off the planet, and And then you're going to see these turrets starting to fire at you. And look at our trail there. We came from over there, went around the planet, and we got turrets shooting at us. Now we can try firing our turrets now while we're in space and try to hit these bad boys. And it is easier said than done. Easier said than done. Oh, I almost got a hit there. So you can move around in space and you can kind of see the meters per second, the speed at which I'm traveling. Gotta watch those turrets being fired at me though. Oh, I missed. Now you gotta be careful about getting in the gravity of the planet and crashing hard into the planet, because you'll definitely lose like a lot of your health as well, depending on how fast you're going, etc., etc. So really what you're trying to do is just basically you can fly to all these different planets with your by hitting WASD once you leave the gravity of a planet. You just got to be really careful that you don't. So to move away from a planet, you want to face away from the planet and hit W to try to move away from it. It is not easy, guys. I'll tell you that right now. As you saw, I just hit the planet there. Let me fly out a little bit. Oh no! I got hit there. Yeah, I got 7 health. The turret's been hitting me. I want to hit it. Nope, I crashed to the planet and I died. But this game is pretty damn cool. Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen a game quite like this, to be honest with you. Pretty freaking interesting. And it's definitely challenging. I think it's worth the 99 cents. My son looked at it and said, "Dad, that game looks like garbage." But again, this is another reason why you can't judge a book by its cover. I really think that this game is so unique and so challenging that I think I'm going to be putting a little bit of time into this game. I like the trail that you have, so you can kind of see where you've been. It's kind of party. I got to be careful here. I'm going to go crashing down to the planet and die immediately. But I challenge you guys to try this game out. I mean, go out and support this developer with his first game. And see if you don't agree with me that this is definitely a game unlike any you've ever played before. It might also be one of the hardest freaking games I've ever played. I'm sure once I get the hang of it a little bit. There we go. I killed the turret. There's one way to kill him. And you can kind of see the explosion effects from the turret there. That's pretty cool. What is all this crap floating out in space? Can you get that? Or that's just chunks. Oh no, that's health. That's cool. That was the first turret I blew up, guys. And I did it by complete accident. So that's really cool. So you can blow up a turret and then it drops all this crap. Some of the stuff might be floating in space, though. So, nope, it's over here. It landed on the planet. The gravity of the planet kind of caused all the parts of that turret to land on the planet. This game is actually pretty damn sweet. I think I like it. Definitely worth the 99 cents. I'm definitely not going to be refunding this game. And again, this just goes to prove, you know, while this game is certainly not for everyone, and a lot of people, like my son, for example, might call this game trash and just picked up some more rockets. You know, this is definitely not an asset flip. You can see the guy actually put some work into this game. If this turns out to be an asset flip that this guy just sold on Steam or put on Steam, I think I'd flip the hell out. So I hope that isn't the case, but I don't know. I'm having fun with this game. I mean, for 99 cents, I think it's worth it. I think that's pretty cool. You can blow up a turret, and then you see the explosion, and then all the different, like, health and more ammo and fuel and stuff like that drop out in outer space or fly out in outer space and then come back to the planet because of the gravity of the planet. And then having to spam your space bar while hitting up to get out of a planet's gravitational field is pretty cool, too. And then also having every game be a little bit different in the distance between planets and the gravity of each planet and stuff like that is pretty sweet. So again, guys, it's kind of hard to turn around. You can see your speed. If you ever want to go towards the planet, you have to, first of all, face where you want to go and then change your direction by holding down the W button. Now you can also hit back and you can see my speed now dropping. So this would be a way you would slow down. So it's going to take a lot of getting used to for sure. Trying to get halfway close here before I start trying to fire. That's going to miss. Oh, closer than I thought. Oh, man. That was pretty close. This game's actually pretty damn fun. It's just going to take a lot more getting used to. I do like the trail that you leave. It's kind of interesting to look at. You can see where I've been. I was way the hell out there, and then I came and circled around the planet like that. Yeah, this game's definitely worth the 99 cents. High five to the developer for putting this game out here. His first game on Steam. Definitely one of the most unique and interesting games I think I've ever played. I mean, it's definitely nothing, it's not going to be Game of the Year or nothing like that. But for what it is, I think the game is definitely worth picking up. Especially if you like screwing around with gravity and physics and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Hit. Nope. Hit the planet. Oh, I gotta be careful or I'm gonna smash into the planet. Oh, that was close. Thankfully, these turrets are about as good at aiming as I am. Oh, I'm gonna crash. Oh, no. There we go. So one way to get these turrets is to get close to them, hold spacebar to jump up in the ground and just spam a bunch of rockets. I mean, I took some health damage there from the turrets, I think, and crashing onto the planet, whatever. But I did kill that turret. Probably not the smartest way to kill them. I'd much rather be able to say that I shot it from out in space, you know, from a good distance. But getting up close and spamming your rocket button is one way to definitely take them out. That's how I've actually destroyed my first 2 turrets so far. Okay, so I have 187 rockets. I picked these up, and it fills back up to 240. Pretty interesting. And like I say, I like the fact that every game is going to be a little bit different as far as the, you know, each planet having different gravity and stuff like that. The only thing I could suggest to the developer that would make this game even a little bit more interesting, I don't think it would be that hard either. Just make a, you know, find like a random name maker or something like that, and have to really show your players that each planet and game is completely different. Have like, you know, 2,000 different names, or just a completely random name maker, and name each planet and put the planet's name over the planet. So for example, you know, have that green planet up there be called Zephyrus or whatever, you know. I don't know if that would look okay or not. Maybe you could have an option so you could hit, you know, F6 to turn that off and on or something. But I think it'd be kind of cool to see a bunch of different planet names, like, hey, that's Platomus, and that's Zypher, and that's, you know, Redelian or whatever. Just making up crazy names, but just get a random name maker, a little routine that'll make random names for you or something. And have just completely random names for all your planets. I think that would be kind of cool. And obviously put an option up there so you can turn them off and on. But guys, this is AddForce. Pretty interesting little game here on Steam. And for 99 cents, I think it's worth the money just to kind of dink around with. The cool thing is I mean, you can get going really fast, as you see him going really fast here. And you can definitely get from planet to planet really, really quickly. Just be careful that you don't crash. And there's no way that's going to hit. Look where it's firing. Look, it's firing now when I was way back there. Yeah, these turrets aren't any better a shot than I am, thank God. That's probably a good thing. You can see all the different turrets on all these little planets. And it says every game is going to have its own sun. And it says every planet kind of orbits around the sun in the solar system, every game too. So, but every game is going to be a little bit different. Every planet's going to have its own physics and density and gravity and stuff like that. Number of turrets randomly placed on it. And your job is to go and just try to destroy all the turrets in the system. So I can only imagine how long it would take with 20 planets here to win the game and destroy the 2 or 3 or 4 turrets on each of these 20 planets orbiting the sun. But I think the game's pretty damn interesting. Definitely worth the 99 cents in my opinion. I want to know your thoughts though, especially if this video has motivated you to go buy the game. And if you buy the game, what are your thoughts on the game after dinking around with it for a little bit? And if you guys want more videos as I get better with the game, let me know down in the comments as well. Let me know what you guys think. Is this game worth 99 cents? So let me know. I want to go and thank you guys for watching with AddForce, a new game on Steam. Again, high five to the developer. I like the I always like it when somebody comes out with a completely unique game unlike anything I've ever seen before. And that's pretty impressive, especially since I grew up playing games in the early 1980s. And I can honestly say I have never played anything like this. So with all the games that come out nowadays that are, even my game Rock and Roll was a clone of Asteroids. So when you can make a game that somebody that's been playing games for 40 years can play and say they've never played a game like that before, that's worth a high five all by itself. Anyway, guys, I want to go ahead and thank you guys for watching my first play and impressions of this game. I'm going to play the game a little bit more before I give it a review, but this game's going to definitely get 2 thumbs up for me. Especially at the price tag, I think the value's here. But again, this game is going to really depend on the player, and how open-minded they are. I think you're really going to have a pretty open mind to even try something like this. I want to go and thank you guys for watching. This has been Zaxtorian 99. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.